Celtic need, and Celtic, back to the bigger picture, Celtic are well short. At this point in time, they're third. I think they're third favourites. They're now third in the league, aren't they? And they're very much third favourites to win this title. At this point in time, unless there's some serious work done this week with Celtic, I don't see it happening for Celtic this year.
That was going to be my last question to you, Mick. I know you've obviously got post-match duties to get on with.
Mystic Mick here. I'm just trying to keep it moving on. It's freezing here, boys.
Well, a lot of people are asking for your take on that. Marzuno says Celtic couldn't string a pass together. They look knackered. It's all still left to play for. Timmy says it was Hearts that blew it big time. A Celtic team coming off a tough Thursday night. They were there for the taking. Hearts blew it. Charles says this today throws it all in favour of Rangers. But Mick, you say if it stays the same way, you can't see Celtic winning the title this season in terms of the squad.
To be honest with you, I can't see it anyway. I think they've left it too late in terms of bringing in players that are going to hit the ground running, and I think too many of the guys that are probably running out of steam at the wrong time. I just can't see it. I can't see it. And if Celtic do manage to pull it off this year and get over the line, Rangers and Hearts would be absolutely kicking themselves because there's never a better opportunity, the two of them, to go and do this. Because Celtic are probably not going to be as weak as they are now at any point in time. And you've got to say they've lost. I mean, at points that have dropped, they probably wouldn't deserve to win the league this year. So if they can pull it off, it'd be I'm not saying a collapse from the other two, but I mean, it would haunt them forever, really. I think you look at Rangers, what they've spent this year, they've got the highest wage bill in the country, they've spent the most money. If they don't get the job done now, I think they'd be disappointed now. I know Hearts are still ahead, but given the fact they've invested heavily, they probably will again this week. If they can get a striker in the door in the last few days and get Danilo off the books and get a striker in the door, I think they're massive favourites to kick on. Hearts, you've got to remember, on a fraction of the budget of these two are in there, and they're the one that deserve every bit of credit for doing so. I mean, shopping different markets, and they've built a brilliant team. The managers combined these kind of legacy players with these kind of Jamestown players and made this into an absolutely ferocious outfit with a bit of both. You get the grit, determination, organisation that Derek brings to all his teams, and a bit of magic that Braga kind of series bring as well that they've added to it. So they have done amazingly, and I wouldn't put it past them to keep this going, because when the going gets tough, they know how to dig it out. They've dug it out with 10 men in the last couple of weeks to get wins. They dug it up a point here against Celtic. But by the way, for all their issues, are still a team for internationals.
Yep.
On mega money, when they're still bringing all guys off the bench who are still on 3 times the wages that are from the guys at Hearts. So let's not be getting violins out for Celtic at any point in time soon. But you've got to say that advantage now is with Rangers. It should be anyway. So if they don't get it done, they'll be bitterly disappointed, I think. And it's amazing to think that, given they gave the league an 8-game start.
But it's amazing, Mick, that the people that have done the real damage here are no longer part of it. It's the M&M show, Martin and Mendy.
Yeah.
Because they've punched holes in their own club's championship chances here. And you know, what was it, 12 points that Mendy managed to drop over the course of his 3-4 weeks in charge? It's astonishing.
6 defeats in 8 games, all in.
Yeah, so it's torpedoed the season, really.
Yeah.
I mean, with Celtic being in this position, if Brendan Rodgers was still on the manager, no, of course they wouldn't.
No.
Of course they wouldn't. Likewise, when Rangers gave up their start, the 8-game start, but they identified that they'd messed up with a false start and corrected it. And Danny Rowe has done brilliantly to steady the ship, get the early results needed, and now he's getting some of the wins. And the reason why I keep saying it, they're now getting the wins. I know today, by all accounts, wasn't that pretty, but it's comfortable enough. They're getting the results now in the games that are the 1-0 wins and the biting and scratching and being lucky the goalies bailed them out. That's kind of now, they're now beyond that stage, and now they're kind of winning games a bit more comfortably. Hearts having to dig it out every week is hard every week. Celtic having to dig it out every week is difficult. Martin Neal's having to do it every week. So they're in different places. I think Rangers have got momentum and they've tilled up. And I think Celtic are looking like a team that's kind of on their knees right now. So I said to Martin Neal after the game, you're looking to get 2, 3, 4 in this week. And he went, well, I don't know about your numbers, but a couple would be good. And I'm like, I think he needs 3 or 4 minimum to even have a sniff.
Yeah, I do
realistically.
I do think while this window's still in play, there's opportunities. I think that if Rangers are going to win this league, I think they probably need about 2 more. And I think you're right, Mick. I think Celtic could do with 3 or 4 coming in to give the whole thing a shot in the arm, because they just don't look like themselves. They don't look in their current form capable of, I think you said it previously, once you get into this stretch, are any of these sides capable of rattling off 6, 7, 8 wins in a row? Celtic don't look like that just now.
I don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, listen. I think that the fullback they brought in, whose name I can never get right, Arojo.
Yeah.
I think he's looked good, and I think the striker looks half decent. But I still can't believe that in January 25, this game that's been on the calendar for so long.
Well, a big red mark around it.
I mean, they haven't come in with 3 or 4 first team ready recruits. I know.
Right,
listen, I know the cliche, but the January window is tough. Well, tougher than you want to be.
Yeah.
So they've left themselves short. I mean, they've got a point today. Which, any time is a good point, I guess. But I just think that they've left things a bit late at this point in time. I just think this season for Celtic has been too many mistakes. And if that's what I'm saying, if they can get out of this winning the title, you think how is it possible? I mean, I know Martin O'Neill is working miracles, but that would be the biggest ever, wouldn't it? I think if he managed to pull it off.
That's Houdini stuff. But you're right, Mick. The bottom line out, it's mismanagement. This January 25 had a big red circle around it. Everybody knew what was on this game today. I actually think that once again, Martin O'Neill has got them out of a hole there, because that's a game that Celtic probably shouldn't have managed to draw. Had they lost it and went 9 points behind, I think it's starting to feel like the dying embers, isn't it? I think Martin O'Neill has single-handedly repaired, a lot of the early damage, got Celtic back in the mix,